Hello, and welcome to another entry onto the Seeds playlist. So we will be taking a look at another David's product because I'm running through complete product lines. Another David's product from their Jumbo line, which is their only line that has their full flavor spread. All their flavors are available in the Jumbo as compared to their regular original seeds, which not all of the flavors are available in. So I'm running through the Jumbo line, and I believe there's 12 in all, and this is the 10th. So this one does give me a little bit of... I'm a little hesitant, but they have done a pretty good job of keeping things sort of chill, mellow, with no overblown flavors thus far, so fingers crossed. Anyway, we are looking at a 5.25 net weight ounce bag. It is their hanger bag. There is a hole up here that you cannot see because it is not punched. I got this out of a box, but they could be hanging, all right? It has a Ziploc at the top right about here on the packaging. On this one, it is not completely engaged. Not a big deal because until you tear this top off, that is a sealed seam. So the package is not compromised. As long as this is not compromised, it doesn't matter if the Ziplock's engaged or not. So you have their standard layout with the window down bottom. Okay, the net weight is right there. Over here is a quick nutritional guide. The window. It is not the most powdered product I've seen. That said, some of the light aspects of the shell would seem to be almost stained a light orange. I am not worried at all. True story. Going around to the back, so you have their little write-up here that's basically saying that they started in Fresno, California in 1926. You have 3 sales points right here. Barcode, manufacturer's information is right there. This is made by Conagra Brands now. They are based out of Chicago, Illinois. The website is davidseeds.com. All right. The nutritional information. You want to pause in 3, 2, 1. And we're moving on. So, in relation to the barcode. Now, sometimes it's going this way and sometimes it's going that way. This one, I believe, is going this way. It is best by December 27th, 2021. Which today I am recording, and this should go up in the next couple days. Today is the 11th. So I'm not really worried about that, especially on package. Number one, it's sunflower seeds. Number two, this package, there has been no compromise of the package. How do I know that? Because it's vacuumed. I can pull it apart if I want, but there's resistance. It's almost like it's vacuum locked, like one of those vacuum lock seal bags. So, not worried about that. Am a little bit on the line about whether this is actually going to be hot or not. I am not a big fan of hot things, but we will see in a moment. So, let's see if David's was able to put their notches in the right spot. Did they give me notches? Hey, Dave, did you give me any notches? Dave, you didn't give me any notches, man. There we go. -1 point for weak notching. Okay, so... yeah, it was a little bit disengaged here. Air's down the packaging. So let's just pull that apart. The seeds seem larger than usual. And it smells like sunflower seeds. And I am not picking up anything else. All these packages thus far, all 10 reviews, have smelled just like sunflower seeds, which is sort of like a woody, nutty smell. With the exception of the dill pickle, you were able to pick up a little of that smell when opening the bag. So the seeds inside are the standard fare from David, jumbo. They are not the longest seeds I have ever seen. They are not the widest seeds or the fattest seeds. But in general, they are uniform and they are all jumbo. It's not like a case of false advertising. So I pour right from the bag just so I don't get crap on my hands. We got the roadie without funnel. We are set to go. I'm hoping for good flavor with heat, but not too much heat. As I have said in another review at some point, and I can't quite remember what I was doing at the time, I actually like jalapeno, the flavor, but usually people overdo the heat aspect, and I don't really enjoy the flavor because I'm too busy trying to swallow it out of my mouth as quickly as possible. Okay, so they haven't overdone the heat, which is excellent. Mind you, there is a little zing, okay? But nothing that I'm finding uncomfortable in any way. The flavor is good. And since I'm not trying to get it out of my mouth as quickly as possible, you're able to enjoy it, which is even better. So the seeds inside the shell are, as the usual, good sized. Shells crack when put on an end on the opposite side from where you're holding. They crack open easy enough, usually into workable pieces. They're not like shattering into a million pieces. Okay, so it's a little zingy. Not as much as I even expected, but I have a feeling with repeated use, it will actually get a little stronger, but it's negotiable. I wouldn't want it not to have any zing at all. Let me put it that way. So, the jalapeno flavor is good, but it is not just jalapeno. And that is not the only word on the packaging. It does have salsa, so there is another aspect there going on. The ingredients are sunflower seeds, salt, which was evident from that sodium count. That is much higher than the original, by the way. 6,720 milligrams. That's at least 1,000 milligrams higher than the regular. Okay, so sunflower seed, salt. They have the high oleic oil that Dirty Pat Walsh was telling me about again. And then you have tomato powder, onion powder, tapioca powder, modified cornstarch, garlic powder. Okay, so basically, it's sort of the powdered equivalent of salsa with jalapeno pepper after that. They're good. I like them, actually. I was very wary of this one, which is why I left. I've never had this product before. It's not sold around me. It was ordered in. I was a little worried. At first, I was like, well, that's going to the end of the line. And then as I started doing more of David's products and they didn't start doing anything overblown flavor-wise, I was like, you know what? Maybe they didn't go crazy with the hot salsa. And they didn't. It's got a little zing. It's got a good jalapeno flavor that has something else. It's probably the tomato powder. It's got a salsa aspect. I can see where they're saying that. The labeling, I can taste what they are suggesting in the name, which is good, and they've done it right by my tastes. They've done it dead on. Now, due to the review here, usually I clear out a cheek full of these a lot faster than right now. But I'm talking, so I don't. I will say this, though. The flavor of this is holding steady, and the zing in the cheek is still there. And we're probably close to 6 minutes. So the flavor's holding on these, which is even better. It's almost like it's almost like it's sunk into the shell of them. And since the shells sort of look a little bit stained, which you're probably not going to be able to tell, since they look a little stained, that sort of makes sense. But it is odd because most of the flavorings on these are a powdered format that they powder the shells with. It's almost like in this product, the shells have taken on some of the flavoring somehow. Maybe it was a way that they roasted them, etc. Good showing. Very happy with this. Anyway, this has been my review of David's Jalapeno Hot Salsa Jumbo Sunflower Seeds in the 5.25 net weight hanger bag. These hanger bags, I don't have this flavor, but I do have bags like this around me. Usually in a ShopRite, they retail at about $1.65 to $1.69. And that is that. I do hope you all are well. Do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.